Today we are going to discuss on Lombok and logging and how do we are going to generate this. What is Lombok? Lombok is a simple Java library and which we are going to use it to replace the lots of boilerplate code in Java level. Okay, I'm going to use the same Lombok inside the Spring Boot, how we are going to use and how we are going to generate the loggers by using this Lombok framework. I will give an example. There are lots of advantages like we can replace boilerplate code, and by using simple annotations we can generate the getters and setters and the constructors and toString methods and lots more. You can have a look into that. That's motive is today we are going to generate the loggers inside that Spring Boot. Yeah, I will start an example. Okay, see, simple example. And the first step you have to do is you have to add a dependency called project Lombok. ORG project Lombok is a group ID and the Lombok is a artifact ID, and the version could be you can use any latest version. I'm using 1.18.2 is the latest version. um, yeah, and second step you need to do is use the now you added a dependency, and just you have right choice to use your annotations. Now there are a couple of annotations, and I'm using these three annotations and setters and getters and toString annotation, and I can show you simple example how it will work. Okay, simple is without these three annotations the code will be look like this. Generate and getters and setters. Okay, and generate this. Okay, if you this the code will be looks like this, and if you have more variables and the more getters and setter methods, and also and the toString method and generate toString method, and which variables you want you can choose, and I'm just selecting all and just I'm generating this one. The code will be look like this. Okay, if without Lombok, and if I use the Lombok and the code in these three annotations, getters and setters and toString annotations, we can replace okay, all the values are presenting out. ToString methods is very helpful, and to getters and setters method is it is optional. It's a mandatory for the entity class level, and you want to set the values and you want to get the objects at the DAO layer in each and every class level. It is very useful. Okay, as you know that okay, each and every class we have to write a setters and getters and toString methods. Okay, on behalf of you, they have given a three annotations, and there are other annotations. I'm going to explain only these three, and setters and getters and toString method. When you specify the setters, and that means okay, it is generating okay setters and getters. That means Lombok framework is generating and setters and getters on behalf of you. Simple, right? And okay, the next thing is just to understand this, I explained this getters and setters methods. And next thing, and we are going to use SLF4J, and there are two annotations providing by the for the Lombok for the logger, and SLF4J and log4j, and I'm going to use SLF4J. It's your convenience. You can use log4j also, and this is the annotations provided by the Lombok, and I'm going to use at class level, and that means you need not to declare any log or factory classes, and simply you can use log variable and log dot warn info and debug and error. Yeah, and these are the four logs frequently used to write for the service layer, and whenever there are acceptance level I can use debug level to any issues to identify and other things. And okay, when this simple, actually you can also restrict the logger level. Simple property is called logging level, and logging level that you have to specify your package, and you have to specify either info or debug or warning or whichever when you specify. Usually I used to specify info for the production level and debugger for the till acceptance level. Okay, and now the debug I specified it, and I'm going to give an example. And this is a simple method I'm writing it, and the get logger. This logger method I'm going to call it in a. I created one simple endpoint called hello, and inside the hello I'm calling this service method called get logger. When I call this one, whenever from the any browser or the postman, and I could see the loggers inside that log. Can we see now? And just I see what simple thing I did it so far, and just I will summarize before going to run it. Just I went for the pom.main pom.xml, and pom.xml I defined the proper dependency. The version will be the latest version, you can use it. And the second thing, I have written one service method, and that is called get logger. Okay, I'm going to use this service method inside the controller, and I have written on some simple endpoint called hello, and this hello endpoint using just a get logger service class method, and just I'm printing hi, how are you, and that's it. And the second thing, and you are going to specify and which logging level you are going to maintain, and this is the logging level you are going to maintain. I specified a logging level to this package. Okay, that package could be anything, just I am using some blah blah blah. And this debug you have to specify, and when you specify the debug, you can see the debugger logger, or else only info level, log, warning level, and error logs you can see. That's all. And the focus is like okay, this line you have to use it. The package is nothing but this package which you are going to main package which you are going to use it. Okay, yeah. Now we start up application and just see what is going to happen. And now the application is bringing up. In the meantime, I will open the browser. Okay, okay, I just opened the browser, and to make sure that okay, the endpoint is I'm calling newly. Just I will write a new endpoint, and I will call a new endpoint which we implemented just now to see the loggers. Just I will call it, and in the meantime the application is brought up, correct, right? And application is brought up, and I could see the loggers warning, info, and debug and error, because I already specified the debugger logger as and the log level as a debug. That's why we could able to see the debug log as well, or else we could see the only warning, info, and error. Okay, please remember this point. You have to you can restrict your log level. Yeah, that's all. Have a good day. Bye.